All right, we're live. That's good. So, hello everybody. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully everything's working. So today we're gonna be streaming another romance visual novel, and that is Katawa Shoujo. Yeah, I know. It's kind of been a long time coming, and it's kind of cringe, I guess, in a way. But it's a classic, I guess, in a way. This whole little niche. So I'm kind of curious about playing it. So it's like, hey, why not do it as well? You know what I mean? So that's my view on it, I guess. It's it's also just so happens to be made by a bunch of 4chaners, which is funny, you know. So there's that too. Just no Dino Girls this time around. Dang, I know, right? Very sad moment. Very, very sad moment. Let me check. So, I guess I should just start. I'm sorry. I'm doing something in the background. My bad. All right, here we go. Into the shadow realm. Oh, damn, okay. A light breeze causes the naked branches overhead to rattle like wooden wind chimes. This is a popular retreat for couples in the summer. The deciduous trees provide a beautiful green canopy far out of sight of teachers and fellow students. Far out of sight for teachers and fellow students? Interesting. But now, in late winter, it feels like I'm standing under a pile of kindling. Oh, okay. I breathe into my cupped hands and rub them together furiously to prevent them from numbing in this cold. Just how long am I expected to wait out here anyway? I'm sure the note said 4 p.m. Hisao, okay. Ah, yes, the note. Slipped between the pages of my math book while I wasn't looking. I'm so freaking tired. As far as cliches go, I'm more a fan of the letter in the locker, but at least this way shows a bit of initiative. Okay. As I ponder the meaning of the note, the snowfall gradually thickens. Okay. The snowflakes silently falling from the white painted sky are the only sign of time passing in this stagnant world. Their slow descent upon the frozen forest makes it seem like time is slowed to a crawl. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. It's got noises. The rustling of dry snow underfoot startles me, interrupting the quiet mood. Someone is approaching me from behind. Oh, my goodness. Hisao, you came? Oh, wow. Damn, someone asked my name. A hesitating, barely audible question. However, I recognize the owner of that dainty voice instantly. Ooh, it's someone we know? Okay. I feel my heart skip a beat. It's a voice I've listened to hundreds of times, but never as more than an eavesdropper to a conversation. I turn to face this voice, the voice of my dreams, and my heart begins to race. Okay, damn. Sheesh. The voice of his dreams. Okay. Iwanako. Jesus, okay, this is one way to... These names, man. I got a note telling me to wait here. It was yours? Shouldn't he say, was it yours? Well, I guess it was yours works as well, and it's a little bit more forward. Damn it. I spent all afternoon trying to come up with a good line, and that was the result. I mean, it's a good question. Pathetic. Okay, well, we get to see a bit of his mentality, I suppose. Yes, I asked a friend to give you that note. I'm so glad you got it. A shy, joyous smile that makes me so tense I couldn't move a single muscle even if I tried. Alright. Damn. Oh, damn. Uh-oh. Whoa. My heart is pounding now, as if it were trying to burst out from my chest and claim this girl for itself. Chill, dude. Damn. So, here we are, out in the cold. Once again, the wind stirs up the branches. The cacophonous noise is music to my ears. Iwanako flinches ever so slightly, or so softly, against the gust of wind. Okay. As it passes, she rights herself, as if supported by some new confidence. Her eyes lock with mine, and she lazily twirls her long, dark hair around her finger. You know, I'm curious about why we're only seeing the back of her. We're not seeing the front. Maybe there's something going on there. There might be a reason for that. I'm genuinely kind of curious. I kind of like the tree as well, by the way. I like that. Like, they actually took the time to draw something like this. It's kind of nice. All the while, the anxious beating of my heart grows louder. Okay. It said she has eyes, though, so. My throat is tight. I doubt I could even force a word out if I tried. Okay. You see... Oh, damn. I wanted to know. If you'd go out with me. Whoa! I stand there, motionless, save for my pounding heart. I want to say something in reply, but my vocal cords feel like they've been stretched beyond the breaking point. Hisao? I reach up to try to massage my throat, but this only sends spikes of blinding pain along my arms. Hisao! Oh no! My whole body freezes, save for my eyes, which shoot open in terror. Ow. Hisao! Ah, Kira, no! The beating in my chest suddenly stops, and I go weak at the knees. Arms are heavy, like mom's spaghetti. Ah! The world around me, the canopy of bare branches, the dull winter sky, Iwanaka running towards me, all these fade to black. The last things I remember before slipping away are the sounds of Iwanaka screaming for help and the incessant clatter of the branches above. Okay, is that it? Oh, wow. Damn. Okay, sorry, bro. Sheesh. That's kind of messed up. Damn, dude. What happened? Four Leaf Studios presents. Damn, okay. We got a little animation here. Holy crap. Katawa Shoujo. Zam. Inspiration, Raita. Oh, god damn, this is a full-on animation. Writing, Anonymous22. Aura, okay, there's a bunch, there's 5 people, okay. Editing, Kagami, Lost Hero. Oh, shit, okay, there goes that. Music, Blue123, Nicole R. Murphy. Art, Gabby Tarar, Kamifish Pimmy. God damn. Moiki Rams Raid, okay, damn. Additional art, okay, more art. Climactic Doomfist something something. FMV animation Mike NL Incel. Directing Delta. Okay, damn, wow. Engineering Delta. Production Corporal Crud and Soriko. I really like that little like beginning though. That's very nice. I actually plan on beginning most of my stories with like an animation sort of like that though. That's freaking awesome. It's been 4 months since my heart attack. Sheesh! Damn, kid! How? My brother in Christ! You just started living and now you got a heart attack? God damn! How old are you? See, this is what I'm talking about. They pollute the environment. All of these carcinogens, man. It's killing people, man. God damn. In that whole time, I could probably count the times I've... In that whole time, the times... Why not say that whole time, I can probably count the amount of... Well, actually, you know what? Shit. Damn it. I really don't like reusing words so much, though, when I'm making a sentence. I've left this hospital room unsupervised on one hand. Only on one hand. 4 months is a pretty long time when you're left alone with your thoughts. So I've had plenty of time to come to terms with my situation. Arrhythmia. A strange word, a foreign, alien one. One that you don't want to be in the same room with. Oh, that's one way of putting it. A rare condition. It causes the heart to act erratically and occasionally beat way too fast. It can be fatal. That is true. Heartbeat arrhythmia is not a good thing. It is a negative, usually. Apparently I've had it for a long time. They said it was a miracle that I was able to go on so long without anything happening. Is that really a miracle? I guess it was supposed to make me feel better, more appreciative of my life. It really didn't do anything to cheer me up. My parents, I think, were hit harder by the news than I was. They practically had 2 hemorrhages apiece. I had already had a full day by then to digest everything. To them, it was all fresh. They were even willing to sell our house in order to pay for a cure. Of course, there isn't a cure. Because of the late discovery of this condition, I've had to stay at the hospital to recuperate from the treatments. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, doctors freaking suck. Like, there's so many doctors out there that basically will say there is no cure for anything. and they're terrible. Like, they suck at helping. It's sad. And then there's other doctors who will genuinely put in the effort to try and find a way to solve these things. And, you know, they at least do something. It's weird. When I was first admitted, it felt as if I was missed. For about a week, my room in the ward was full of flowers, balloons, and cards. And let me guess, over time it just started to dwindle away. But the visitors soon dwindled and all the get-well gifts began trickling down to nothing shortly after. I know how that feels. I realized that the only reason I had gotten so many cards and flowers was because sending me their sympathy had been turned into a class project. Oh my god. Maybe some people were genuinely concerned, but I doubt it. Even in the beginning, I barely had visitors. By the end of the first month, only my parents came by on a regular basis. I kind of know how that feels. You know, I've been hospitalized before with some very serious stuff. Iwanaka was the last to stop visiting. Aww. After 6 weeks, I never saw her again. We never had that much to talk about when she visited anyway. Aww. We didn't touch the subject that was between us on that snowy day ever again. Aww, that's so freaking sad. The hospital? It's not really a place I'd like to live in. The doctors and nurses feel so impersonal and faceless. I guess it's because they're in a hurry and they have a million other patients waiting for them, but it makes me feel uncomfortable. For the first month or so, I asked the head cardiologist every time I saw him for a rough estimate of when I'd be able to leave. He never answered anything in a straightforward way, but told me to wait and see if the treatment and surgeries worked. So, I idly observed the scar that those surgeries had left on my chest slowly change its appearance over time, thinking of it as some kind of an omen. He didn't have to put of an omen, he could have just put of omen. Well, some kind of omen. Yeah, some kind of omen. I still ask the head cardiologist about leaving, but my expectations are low enough that now that I'm not disappointed anymore when I don't get a reply. The way he shuffles around the answer shows that there is at least some hope. At some point, I stopped watching TV. I don't know why, I just did. Maybe it was the wrong kind of escapism for my situation. I started reading instead. There was a small library at the hospital. Although it was more like a storeroom for books, I began working my way through it, one small stack at a time. After consuming them, I would go back for more. I found that I liked reading, and I think I even became a bit addicted. I started feeling naked without a book in my hands. I can understand that, but I love the stories. That was what my life was like. The days became increasingly harder to distinguish from each other, differing only by the book I was reading and the weather outside. It felt like time blurred into some kind of gooey mass I was trapped inside, instead of moving within. A week could go by without me really noticing it. Sometimes I'd pause in realization that I didn't know what day of the week it was. But other times, all the things that surrounded me would painfully crash into my consciousness through the barrier of nonchalance I had set up for myself. The pages of my book would start to feel sharp and burning hot, and the heaviness in my chest would become so hard to bear that I had to put the book aside and just lay down for a while, looking at the ceiling as if I was going to cry. But that happened only rarely, and I couldn't even cry. Today, the doctor comes in and gives me a smile. He seems excited, but not very. It's like he's trying to make an effort to be happy on my behalf. My parents are here. It's been a few days since I've last seen them. Both of them are even sort of dressed up. Is this supposed to be some kind of special occasion? It's not a party. I should have... God, this freaking music is so damn loud. Holy crap. God damn. I can't even hear myself on my damn mic. There we go. Jesus. Let me just go to options. Sheesh. This stuff is loud as hell. Like, I can barely hear anything. I don't know why music is always so loud, but it's goddamn. Sheesh. Okay, so it's not the sound effects. Okay, it barely adjusts, I'm not gonna lie. Damn. Okay, let me check something out, actually. Let me see if I can go in the code and I can actually check this out myself. Oh, wait, actually, I don't know if this has a folder. Alright, well, either way, I'll just do that, I guess. Kind of sucks without it, but let me reread. My parents are here. It's been a few days since I've last seen them. Both of them are even sort of dressed up. Is this supposed to be some kind of special occasion? It's not a party. Well, maybe it means that you're going, buddy. There is this ritual the head cardiologist has. He takes his time sorting his papers, then setting them aside as if to make a point of the pointlessness of what he just did. All right, well, that's a broad moment. Then he casually sits down on the edge of the bed next to mine. He looks me in the eyes for a moment. Hello, Hisao. How are you today? I don't answer him, but I smile a little back at him. I believe that you can go home. Your heart is stronger now, and with some precautions, you should be fine. We have all your medications sorted out. I'll give your father the prescription. The doctor hands a sheet of paper to my dad, whose expression turns wooden as he reads it quickly. So many. I take it from his hand and take a look for myself. Look, feeling numb. How am I supposed to react to this? This is how a lot of it works. Like, it's just, oh jeez, quinidin. Oh my god, asthma. He has asthma, dude. What is all this crap? Hallucinations? Oh jeez, these are the side effects as well. The absurdly long list of medications staring back at me from the paper seems insurmountable. They all blend together in a sea of letters. This is insane. Side effects, adverse effects, contraindications. I think it means contradictions. And dosages. Oh, it actually contraindications. Oh, crap. Wait a minute. Oh, that's not good. Dude, are you serious? Oh, so, wait a freaking minute. Oh. So it's like literally just not advisable to take some of this crap at point. Okay, that's weird. And dosages are listed line after line with cold precision. I try to read them, but it's so futile. I can't understand any of it. Attempting to only makes me feel sicker. All this for the rest of my life every day? I'm afraid that is the best we can do at this point. However, new medications are always being developed, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that list fade over the years. Years. What kind of confidence booster is that? I'd have felt better if he hadn't said anything at all. Also, I've spoken with your parents who believe that it would be best if you don't return to your old school. What? Please, calm down, Hisao. Listen to what the doctor has to say. Calm down? The way he says it tells me he knew full well that I wouldn't like it. Am I going to be homeschooled? Well, I got homeschooled for a bit, so, it's not too bad, I guess. Whatever my concern shows, it's ignored. We all understand that your education is paramount. However, I don't think that it's wise for you to be without supervision. At least not until we're sure that your medication is suitable. So, I've spoken to your parents about a transfer. It's a school called Yamaku Academy that specializes in dealing with disabled students. Disabled? What? Am I? It has a 24-hour nursing staff. Oh, Lucy, hey. Damn, that's a long list. Oh, so what does Will mean by disabled girls? You'll see. It has a 24-hour nursing staff, and it's only a few minutes from a highly regarded general hospital. The majority of students live on the campus. Think of it as a boarding school of sorts. It's designed to give students a degree of independence while keeping help nearby. Independence? It's a school for disabled kids. Don't try to disguise that fact. Sheesh, buddy. Dude, I mean, goddamn. But yeah, shout out to Lucy, who's a member of the channel. If it was really that free, there wouldn't be a 24-hour nursing staff, and you wouldn't make a hospital being nearby a selling point. Okay, that's a good point. That's a valid point. Of course, that's only if you want to go. But your mother and I aren't really able to homeschool you. We went out there and had a look a couple of weeks back, but I think you'd like it. It looks like I really don't have a choice. Compared to other heart problems, people with your condition usually tend to live long lives. You'll need a job one day, and this is a good opportunity to continue your education. This isn't an opportunity. Don't call it an opportunity. Don't call it a goddamned opportunity. This is baloney. Well, you should be excited at the chance to go back to school. I remember you wanted to return to school. And while it's not the same one, a special school, that's an insult. That is what I want to say. It's a step down. It's not what you think. All of the students there are pretty active in their own sort of way. It's geared towards students that can still get around and learn, but just need a little help in one way or another. Your father's right, and many of the graduates of the school have gone on to do amazing things. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. One of my colleagues in another hospital is a graduate. I don't care. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. That's what a disability is. I really hate that something so important was decided for me. But what can I do about it? A normal life is out of the question now. It's funny. I'd always thought of my life was actually kind of boring, but now I miss it. I want to protest. I want to blame this lack of reaction on shock or fatigue. I could easily yell out something now, something about how I can go back to school anyway, but no. I'd be careful, buddy. Your heart's probably going to start acting up.
I don't say anything. The fact is that I know now it's futile. Oh, damn, bro. I look around the room, feeling very tired of all this. The hospital, doctors, my condition, everything. I don't see anything that would make me feel any different. Well, maybe you have a harem or something, like it might be, hey, you're an anime protagonist. You might have a plus, bro. There really isn't a choice. I know this. But the thought of going to a disabled school, what are those even like? As much as I try to put a positive spin on this, it's very difficult. But let me try. A clean slate isn't a bad thing. That is all I can think of to get me through this. At least I still have something. Even if it's a special school, it's something. It's a fresh start. And my life isn't over. It would be a mistake to just resign myself to thinking that. This reminds me a lot of Snoot Game in a lot of ways, in terms of like how he's looking at it. Same thing with well, I don't know about actually, you know what? The one thing I do like about Wani is how it has a very different thing, cuz in the case of Snoot Game, it was like a negative experience that Anon was moving away from, which is par for the course for a lot of stories, having that negative experience, and then you come afterwards and you have to learn from it and apply it to your new fresh start. Snoot Game kind of had that. In the case of Wani, though, it's kind of like, it's a little different because it wasn't really a negative experience that Inko was running from. It's more like, basically, he just had something. Inko actually had something very similar to me, which is just that he's being forced into a new circumstance without any real say in it. Because, obviously his family cares for him, but they don't really have the same... They don't have the capacity to really show it truly, even if they wish that they could. It's a fresh start, and my life isn't over. It would be a mistake to just resign myself to thinking that. I feel really weird about a lot of parents who will talk about how they're moving to get more money, right? Like, they'll be like, oh, we need, I have a job and I have to move, and it's just, like, cheaper and all this other stuff, right? And they'll do that for themselves. Like, they'll do it so they have a better life. But a lot of the time, their children end up suffering because of it. And a lot of the time, the weird thing about it is parents just don't seem to care. It's not like the quality of life improves. Like, if you move your kid to, like, an apartment building or to a crummy house and shit, that's not really, like... How do I put this? That's not really a plus. That's not really a good thing, actually. You're basically... effing your kid off, like, over, especially if it's not as good school either. You're basically screwing your kid over just because you want to be able to go out and party more and have a better time with your life, with your job. A lot of parents always justify making decisions like that by saying, oh, well, it's good for me, therefore it has to be good for my kid. And it's just, it's like, it's so selfish. It's such a selfish mentality. I've always hated it. And I am very disgusted by it. But a lot of parents think that way. So it's kind of like, what are you going to do about it? You know what I mean? It's just a really weird situation. But parents do it all the time. They really consider themselves extensions. Like, they think of their kids as extensions of themselves rather than as their own people. So whatever, though. With that having been said, at the very least, I'll try to see what my new life looks like. Or will look like, I guess. Let's see this. Sorry about my chair. Let me see if I can. Oh shit! There's no audio. Act 1, life expectancy. Okay. I like how the music audio is the only thing that actually has all of these. Like, let me go back to it, I guess. Oh, is there no music? Oh god. The gate looked far too pompous for what it was. In fact, gates in general seem to do that, but this one especially so. Red bricks, black wrought iron, and gray plaster, assembled into a whole that didn't feel welcoming at all. I wonder if it looked like what a gate for a school should look like, but couldn't really decide. Probably no. Of course I didn't want to get stuck on thinking about the gate for too long, so I entered through it with a brisk pace that felt surprisingly good. Moving forward feels good. I guess that makes sense since he's basically been behind... Jesus Christ, this thing is loud. Dude, why is the music so goddamn loud? Like, it barely goes any lower. Like, it's gone now. Like, what the hell? And even if I put the sound effects volume down, it's still not gonna lower anymore. Sheesh. Oh, now I'm in full screen mode. Oh, I am in full screen mode. Okay, return. I'm not dealing with that. Jeez. Yeah, but moving forward feels good. I guess that makes sense since he basically was in a hospital for so long. So I walked towards the main building of Yamaku Academy with this brisk pace. I'm alone as my parents are taking my stuff to the dorms, and there's supposed to be someone waiting for me. The grounds are incredibly lush, filled with green. It doesn't feel like the kind of grounds a school would have, more like a park with a clean walkway going past trees and the smell of fresh cut grass and all other park-like things. Yeah, it sounds like a nice school. It's always this is the kind of thing that parents never do. They never give kids things like this. Like, you never get to go to a place like this. Or at least my mother never did that. She basically put me into a retirement community with some of the worst infrastructure ever. Words like clean and hygienic pop into my mind. It makes me shudder. I shake them off. Stay open-minded now. It's your new life. You have to take it as it comes. That's what I tell myself. A few big buildings loom behind the leafy canopies. Too big and too many for just a school. Everything seems off. It's different from what I thought I knew about schools. It's an uncanny valley. Even though I was told this is my new school, in the back of my head it doesn't feel like one. I wonder if the feeling is real or caused by my expectations of a school for the disabled. Speaking of that, I don't see anyone else here. It's kind of eerie. Makes me wish there was somebody here so I could anchor myself to something tangible instead of having this feeling that I stepped into another dimension. The trees hum with the wind and the green hues flashing all around me catch my attention. It makes me think about hospitals again. How they say that the operating rooms are painted green because green is a calming color. So why am I feeling so anxious despite all this greenery? Only after I stand in front of the haughty main building, I surprise myself by realizing why the gate bothered me. It was the last chance I had to turn back, even if I had no life I could return to. But still, after entering, there was absolutely no way I could go back anymore. Feeling nervous and with this realization set in my head, I opened the front door. A tall man with bad posture notices me as I enter. We're the only people in the lobby, so it's only logical. I'd assume that his bad posture is probably a back problem. You must be Niki? Nakai. So you are. Excellent. I'm your homeroom and science teacher. My name is Matul. Or Matou, or something like that. Welcome. We exchange a handshake that is neither firm nor sloppy, and he looks at his watch. Okay, bruh. Did I just get like a DM or something? I don't know if I did. Thought I did. That was weird. Why am I getting added in video ideas racial segregation? What is going on right now? Okay. All right. Mm. There's a lot of people saying stuff about their jobs. Oh, that's cool. Well, here we go. The head nurse asked you for a brief check-in visit, but there's no time for that now. What? Oh, should I go later? Yes, afternoon is probably fine. We should get going and introduce you to the rest of the class. They're waiting already. Oh my god, I'm tired. Waiting for me. I don't really like being the center of attention, but I guess it's inevitable in a situation like this. I guess so. They're all disabled too, It's a pretty peculiar group of people. Somehow, not knowing what is waiting for me makes me feel rather nervous. It says feel really nervous, but whatever. Yeah. Thinking of this, I almost missed what the teacher is saying. Do you want to introduce yourself to the class? Why? I don't know. Good question, I guess. I'll say yeah, sure. I mean, isn't that normal? Of course, but not everyone likes to be at the center of attention. I don't like it. I literally just said I didn't want to. But it's the respectful thing to do, and if there's ladies, I might as well push the initiative. Am I right, guys? Ladies out there, ladies in the audience. Ladies. I'm probably one of those people, but I guess I should be the one to give the first impression of myself. Yeah, take the initiative, buddy. Right. But it's no problem. Let's go then. All right, I guess we're going. My heart is pounding in my chest, and it keeps me thinking about my condition as I follow the teacher up the stairs. The third door down the third floor corridor is marked as the classroom for class 33. Ah, my ears. Muto opens the door and enters. Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late again. I hesitate for a split second at the door, freezing on the spot. Get a grip. This is a big step. I know that. But there isn't any point to worrying so much about it. At least not this soon. I follow the teacher into the classroom and look around, partially so I won't have to meet the curious gazes of my new classmates. Damn, okay, so we got a lady who's covering her right side of her face. Okay, we got someone with two different eyes. Coolio. This guy looks freaking normal. This chick looks normal. He looks normal, I think. She looks normal. He's got a bandage. She looks chill, kind of daisy, but chill. I don't know. Like I'm not gonna lie. These guys don't really look all that disabled to me. It's pretty, unless it's mental, in which case, okay, damn. Lol, your Discord is wild. I guess, yeah, my Discord is wild, bro. It's pretty spacious. The ceiling is unusually high, and there's lots of space left over around and in between the desks. I mean, this doesn't really look that spacious. I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking at this right now. Like, I mean, maybe the one between the blue-eyed girl and the brown, like the guy with the bandana, like the brown-eyed dude, like maybe there's a bit of space there. But between this chick and this chick, this is not that much space. Like, I don't know what you're talking about, brother. You know, these desks are pretty standard too. They don't really have anything inside. Like you can't put like pencils inside of them and stuff. They're kind of like the poopy desks, you know. An entire wall taken up by blackboards, and the high old-fashioned windows only make it seem larger. You know, I'll be real with you. Something that's kind of interesting about Snoot Game is that their backgrounds on average wouldn't really be all that, I don't want to say detailed. And Wani had more detailed on average backgrounds. But the way the audience would get enamored by it usually would be through the writing. Because, I mean, basically the best visual novels are usually the best written ones. They aren't the ones that usually, anyways, have that, like, high amount of detail in their drawings. Because, you know, doing art is kind of difficult. So the writing takes a big chunk of it. However, if you can draw in such a way that it can help, you know, visualize these things, it can be a big deal. I'm kind of curious how that's going to go. An entire wall taken up by blackboards, and the high, old-fashioned windows only seem to make it larger. The students' desks are just standard wooden desks with a shelf underneath for books and wooden chairs with metal frames. Simple and efficient. I don't see that, dude. I'm not going to lie. These desks don't look like they have any compartmentalization in them. So I don't know. Actually, I think I know why that is. They basically took one desk and they copied them everywhere. This thing is terrible. I hate Blue Yeti Nano. They're terrible for being on a stand because their plugs fall out all the time. For books and wooden chairs with metal frames, simple and efficient. So, I mean, it's cost effective, but I'm kind of curious about how much detail they were really able to put into it because of that. Stop walking in front of the classroom and face the other students. They all look normal, like students in any other school, but then why would they be here? They're probably like me and have something wrong with them, only it's just not immediately obvious. And then I noticed that one of the girls seems to be missing the thumb of her right hand. It's a little jarring. Oh, crap, are you right? Shit, who is she? Oh, well, okay, well, she has little bandages on her left. I don't know about her. I don't know what you have. And well, she has glasses, I guess. Okay, that dude's just obese. He's kind of cringe, I guess. Oh, maybe is she the one who's losing a thumb? Despite the natural tendency to listen when someone's talking about you, I tune out the teacher's speech halfway through while he introduces me to the class. I notice a flash of dark hair and see that someone is looking at me. A girl with really long straight hair that is pretty eye-catching. Okay, I was about to say straight face. That would have been wrong. As she sees me looking back at her, she covers her face with her hands as if it will make her invisible. Oh? There is one boy with a cane leaning against the lockers at the rear of the class. It's weird seeing someone so young with a cane. Well, some people need it. Oh, and she's got no legs. She got them special legs, yo. Space legs. Another girl seems to be making some weird hand motions. Sign language? She peers at me over the rims of her glasses, and then goes back to whatever she's doing. Oh, I guess okay, she's kind of cute. So is the cheery-looking girl with pink hair sitting next to her. She's really hard to miss. I don't know how I didn't notice her the moment I walked in. Please welcome our newest classmate. He claps his hands, and so does everyone else, except one girl in the first row who has only one hand. I cringe a little, but hide it by bowing and thanks for this applause I did not deserve. That's a that's an oof. A collective silence tells me that I should open my mouth now. So, I'm Hisao Nakai. And after that, my hobbies are reading and soccer. I hope to get along well with everyone even though I'm a new student. And after that, I'm being so boring. This is exactly like every self-introduction ever. I should say something more exciting. I end up saying nothing, and the teacher picks me up from there. Okay, wow, really, bro? Picks up from there, damn. Everyone seems to be satisfied even with what little I said. Though, a few girls are whispering to each other, throwing glances at me. It could have gone worse. Hey, bro, I think you're a Rizzler. I think the ladies are talking about you, brother. I think they're going for you. Nice. Getting them disabled ladies. Oh, yeah. I listen to the teacher as he drones about getting along while letting my gaze sweep across the classroom. Everyone seems to be listening to him intently. And then when he's done, they clap their hands again, which feels like a weird thing to do. I guess it's motivation. The first row girl claps on this round, with her one hand against her other wrist that ends in a bandage stumped. Okay, so I guess that is that girl. Also, wow, she didn't clap. Makes me feel a little bad. Oh, I guess they're all just sucking up to the teacher, maybe. We're going to be doing some group work today, so that'll give you a chance to talk with everyone. Is that okay with you? Yeah, it's fine with me. Bruh. That's good. You can work with Hakamichi. She's the class representative. She can explain anything you might want to know. And who else would be able to do that better, right? Okay, what's her disability? How could I know? The teacher patches out the day's assignments and announces that we will be working in groups of 3. It hits me that I don't know who Hakamichi is. Slow. The teacher seems to catch my helpless expression. Oh, right. Hakamichi is right here. There, Shizune Hakamichi. As he calls out her name, the cute, bubbly-looking girl with bright pink hair and gold eyes waves her hands at me. I take a seat next to her by the window. How old are all these kids? Are they seniors in high school? Because I don't know, man. I have concerns. Hey, I guess you're Hakamichi, right? It's nice to meet you. Ha ha ha! Oh, no. What? I'm caught off guard by her laughter. Oh, she's deaf, isn't she? It's nice to meet you, too, but... Oh, maybe not. I'm not Hakamichi. I'm Misha. This is Hakamichi Shichan. What? What do you mean? Oh. Giggling, Misha points to the girl next to her. The one I saw using sign language. Oh, she's blind. Wait, no, she's not blind. She's deaf. Or I saw using sign language before. It looks like she has been staring at me this whole time. Why did I say blind? She's obviously deaf. Duh. She nods once nonchalantly to show that she acknowledges my presence, but only barely. She has short, yet carefully, neatly brushed hair, A pair of oval-shaped glasses balanced on the tip of a dainty nose, and dark blue eyes that seemed to alternate every few seconds between analytical and slightly bored. It's nice to meet you. Okay, wow. She immediately looks at Misha, who smiles and makes a few quick gestures with her hands. Shadow Clone Jutsu! What? Jujutsu Kaisen moment. What the fuck? I can't do the Sukuna hands. Oh, shit. Okay, well, whatever. Gojo. Infinite Void. Hakamichi nods and makes a few gestures of her own. Oh, crap. She's doing her own domain expansion. Amplification. Her domain's gonna defeat mine. No. I start to wonder if the teacher was messing with me, saying things like, you'll be able to talk to other people. Or talk to people. And who better to explain things to you? Oh, yeah, it's kind of fucked up. Damn, your teacher is a freaking menace. Bro, he literally gave us the death chick. Duh. I can see you're a little confused, right? Right? But I understand why you would think I was Shichan. Shichan! Well, it's because you stood up, obviously. Shichan is deaf, so I'm the person who translates things back and forth to her for her. Okay. I'm like an interpreter. She says it's nice to meet you, too. Oh, well, thank you so much. Oh, my goodness. Thank you so much, Miss Deaf Person. A deaf person who needs glasses. It's kind of freaking, like, that's an L moment, not going to lie. It's kind of an L. Oof. You're the new student, aren't you? Well, Shichan, of course he is. If he wasn't, he would have been standing up there for no reason, right? Right? He seems like a very interesting person, doesn't he? We knew there was going to be a new student, but we didn't know you would be here today. So soon, Hichan, right? Hichan? Yep, it fits, doesn't it? Did I say it out loud? It's just a surprise. I've never liked that nickname. I don't really see how. It fits. You look just like I imagined. She's doing the nerd pose. Yeah, you look just like Hichan. I wonder why everyone seems to think so. Hakamichi taps her fingers on the desk to get Misha's attention. They gesture back and forth to each other excitedly, their hands a blur. Misha seems a little overwhelmed. Sorry about that. Shichan wants you to know that she's the class rep, so if there's anything you need to know, you can feel free to ask her. I like, but I also dislike how that's suggested. Like, I like how, technically speaking, she wouldn't know what the teacher even said necessarily in class since he was speaking and she's deaf. But wouldn't it make sense that she would know that he was told she was the class rep since she'd be translating for her? Or, well, I guess maybe that wasn't so obvious. And I guess in a way, if that wasn't obvious and that wasn't done, then that would mean that by assumption, she would see, especially after Misha tells her that they got mixed up with each other, she would assume that he doesn't know that was told. So I guess that makes sense, actually, in a way. Do you like the school so far? We can show you around a little if you haven't had the time to walk around and familiarize yourself with it. Misha stumbles with the hard word a bit, making it stick out in her otherwise fluid translation. Interesting. Thanks. That'll be pretty helpful. Yeah, I just kind of came straight to class today. I wonder if she has dyslexia or something. Ha ha ha! That's no good. You should always try to learn as much as you can about where you're going before you go there. Not just with school, either. Oh, wow, okay. Always. Even if it's a trip to the convenience store. Really, Shichan? Oh, okay, damn. She's just laughing more. Ah! Okay, SpongeBob. Learn about where you're going. I guess I didn't bother to do that. Or just didn't care enough to do so. I didn't look forward to this, even if I committed myself to go along with it half-assedly. But anyway, I don't say anything. And Misha signs something that ends in a shrug. What was that? It seems like it was about me. I feel like slumping over in my seat. Both of them are smiling, but that shrug hit me unexpectedly deep. Deeply, my bad. You look down. Are you okay? Don't take it the wrong way, please. I hate it when people are afraid to ask questions. That's how people learn things, by asking. Asking for help is perfectly normal, as much as needing help. Stop looking like you just failed a test. I failed everything, bro. I failed life. My heart is like poopy dookie, and I'm like on 5 billion medications, and I'm probably schizophrenic now because because now my chemicals are all thrown out of balance, and I'm seeing things. I'm seeing dark things in the corner of the classroom. I'm seeing things move. I'm scared. Help! Help! It's telling the voices. They're telling me to rip off my skin. Help me! Help! Sorry, my bad. Wah! Okay. All right. Ah, and another thing. You don't have to call Shichan something so formal like Hakamichi or class rep all the time. Just call her Shichan. Okay, Shichan. Okay, Chan. Oh, Shizune. Aha, okay, maybe that's too casual. Maybe Shizune would be more appropriate. Okay, Shizune. Shichan. Yep, Shizune's fine. Okay, that would be a lot easier for me. I feel a lot more at ease. Both of them are so friendly. So I feel like an idiot for being so apprehensive earlier. Especially about Shizune, who I assume would be all business. Stand all business, huh? Is that what you thought? Business? Well, she still seems like that. Just less so, I guess. Huh? Oh, right. We haven't even touched the assignment. We should start work now or Shichan will get mad. Oh! Shadow Clone Jutsu, my bad. I'm gonna say sorry. The assignment is also kind of long, so we should start now if we want to finish it before the end of class. Wah, that's two. That's two? Or, oh, that two, my bad. That two. That's true. Too true. Shizune glares at the two of us impatiently. I don't need to know sign language to understand that. Oh, she wants us to start. Okay, I get the message. After class, we can take a walk around the school grounds together. It's a nice day today, okay? The assignment is actually very challenging to get through, combining aspects of being both difficult and unnecessarily long. Still, we finish it a few minutes earlier than anyone else in the class, despite our late start. Shizune and Misha are really capable. Misha. They're quite different, though. The class rep is as calm and professional as she looks, while Misha is a lot more playful and girlish, not to mention a little more easily distracted. Alright, she's got ADHD, alright. To be honest, the two of them did most of the work. I feel guilty about that. Kira! The clock tower bells ring. My ears. Signaling the end of the period. Time for lunch. Bonk. Without knowing what else to do, I follow Misha, who is beckoning me into the hallway and down the stairs. We descend even below the lobby where I met Muto, down to the bottom floor. Just like everything in this school, the cafeteria seems too spacious and oddly modern in contrast to the plastic exterior. Oh my god, it's loud. It's so loud. Why is everything so loud? Ah. Okay, that's better. That's a lot better, actually. Still loud, though. Its big windows open to the courtyard, towards the main gate. It's the cafeteria. Her enthusiastic statement of the obvious makes people around us stare, but Misha doesn't seem to care, so we proceed to the line. There is a rather long list of menu options, which seems great until I realize that many of them are to accommodate students who need special diets. How nice! It almost feels like I'm back at the hospital, eating portions measured with scientific precision to meet the needs of the patients. You know, buddy, I love eating goop. I love eating sludge, okay? I used to do that. I liked it. It's not that bad, you know? I pick something at random and follow Shizune to a table sitting opposite of her. As I nibble indifferently at the food I'd rather not eat, Misha pokes me in the side to get my attention and points to Shizune. Okay, she asked me out on a date or something? I don't understand sign, so the point escapes me. Maybe looking at a person who talks to you is proper and polite. Do you want to know something? What? About anything. We're your guide, so you should ask if there's something. I wonder. I think I got everything I need to know. Ask about Shizune's deafness. Ah, that might be disrespectful. Ask about the library. That's kind of selfish, though. Shizune intrigues me, and I kind of want to ask something about her. Oh my god, I'm dying. Alright, let's ask. But I can't really ask about something that personal, can I? I don't know, word it politely. I can't come up with anything else to ask, so I just focus on my food while the girls talk between themselves.
Misha and Suzune signed back and forth very animatedly, throwing sideways glances at me, but Misha refrains from translating. Uh-oh. Maybe they were talking about secret girl stuff or something. I quickly noticed the conversation and sign is not enough to fill a silence. Oh, that fucking sucked. We'll arrive in the classroom early, but we're not the first. That dark-haired girl I noticed before slumped over her desk at the last row. She jumps a little when Misha crashes into the room with the elegance of a rhino. She shrinks deeper into her seat. I can feel her tension all the way from here, as if she were slowly turning into stone just from our presence. She's trying to hide, but she can't. It is I, Hisao the Rizzler, coming in for all the disabled girls. Misha and Shizune either don't notice or don't mind it, as they walk directly past her to their seats and begin to converse. I'm left wondering about her, even when the classroom slowly fills with other students and finally, the teacher. Getting into the rhythm of school feels strange. It's as if my brain remembers how this is done, but my body doesn't. Towards the end of the class, I start yawning and counting the minutes left. I shouldn't be this tired on my first day of school. Maybe it's the long time spent in the hospital that made me like this. I'm even feeling physically weak and lifeless. Before long, the final bell rings. School is finally over for the day. Beside me, Misha and Shizune are having a short conversation. After a bit of deliberation, Misha turns to me. Unfortunately, we can't stay and show you around today. Hee-chan, we've got to hurry already since there's a lot of work for us to do. You'll find your way around here, I'm sure of it. Wow, damn. Oh, wait, the teacher said I have to see the nurse. Where do I have to go? Is that so? We can at least show you that much. Come on, the nurses have their own building, so we have to go outside. Alright, Alright. We join the flow of students making their way down the stairwell and outside, with the girls pointing out other senior classrooms in the same hallway as ours. I guess we are seniors. Okay, good. That's good. When we get outside, the girls make their way to the smaller building right next to the school. It's built in the same style, so it looks like it's actually a part of the main building. This is the auxiliary building here. There's a lot of official and important stuff inside, like the Yamaku-kan Foundation office and all the nurses' offices. They even have a swimming pool. How is that official? Don't be silly, Hee-chan. It's for physical therapy, of course. Oh, dang, her reaction's kind of fast. Anyway, all the nursing staff facilities are in there too. The head nurse's office is on the first floor. You'll be fine from here, right? We'll be going then. See you tomorrow. Yeah, thanks. Bye. Wow, dude, you have a way with the words. A whole building for stuff that has nothing to do with the actual education. I guess it's necessary for a place like this. I walk in hoping that this really will be only a quick visit like the teacher said. On a white door on the left is a green cross with the text, Head Nurse, and a nameplate. A voice from the inside responds to my knock almost immediately, but I can't make it out. But I can't quite make it out. It sounded a bit like an invitation to open the door, so I invite myself further in. The room is not large, and it smells strange. A friendly-looking man turns around on his office chair to face me as I enter. His desk is neat and tidy, but the bin under the table is overflowing with used medical utensils, and there are at least a dozen coffee cup rings lingering on the desk. Oh, damn. Hello there. What can I do for you today? Smiling man. He's young-looking and sort of rugged, but the dimples in his cheeks wash that impression away when he smiles. Are you the nurse? He smiles like a person who has heard this very same question hundreds of times. Why, yes, I am. It says so on the door, no? You can call me by my name, or just the nurse like everyone else. Of course, I shake off my confusion, realizing I should probably grab his extended hand. His handshake is rather firm and friendly. Right, I'm a new student and my homeroom teacher told me to come and meet you. My name is Isao Nakai. His eyes light up with revelation. He snaps his fingers. Oh, you're that, Nakai. I was just reading your file in the morning. Some kind of chronic arrhythmia and related congenital heart muscle deficiency, right? He gestures me to sit down in a vacant armchair in front of his desk. Yes. Good. Well, you've probably been briefed about the school enough, so I'll just go over this quickly. We have all kinds of facilities available, mostly physical therapy and such. There's always someone from my staff around, even at night, so never hesitate to call us if there's a problem. The famous 24-hour nursing staff. Wow, this is like a hospital. Well, not exactly. For instance, we don't do brain surgery here. His joke feels so out of place that I'm left thinking why he even said it. Yeah, just that it's really weird to have so many medical people at a school. Well, if you want to be a medical person, you can learn. You'll get used to it. I'm not so sure of that myself, but I don't want to let the nurse know it. Now let me just find your file again. While I search for something from his computer and shuffle stacks of papers around, I let my gaze wander around the room. It's the epitome of generic, I'd like to say. Beige walls and ceiling, dark gray laminate flooring, and all the equipment you'd expect from a school nurse's office. Even the ridiculous educational posters are hanging on all four walls, reminding me to eat properly 3 times a day and from all the food groups. Smiling, the nurse draws a thick file from a stack of similarly thick files and opens it. So you already have medication for the arrhythmia. Just remember to take your pills every morning and evening, or it won't be much help. Apart from that, do you do any sports? Rash stuff like, I don't know, boxing? I do stuff like that. He grins to his own joke, but I don't. Well, I played soccer occasionally with some classmates. All right, I'm afraid I'm going to have to recommend you refrain from doing that, at least for the time being. Oh. My lack of reaction makes him raise an eyebrow, but really I'm not too bothered by him forbidding me to kick a ball around. I guess I never did it out of burning passion for the sport, just to have something to do. Any kind of concussion might be very dangerous to your heart, and risking another attack is not a good idea. Was the previous one caused by a sudden concussion to the chest area? There's no mention of the cause in your papers. Not exactly. I sidestep the question acceptably, and he glances at me over his papers with a more serious expression on his face. Still, you need to keep your body healthy, so some exercise would do you good. We have physical therapy and such available, as I said, but I don't think you really need such heavy measures. Just get some light exercise regularly. Brisk walks, or even light jogging, jumping rope, that sort of thing. Swimming, maybe. There's a pool here, so I was told. You were very good. At any rate, and I'm sure you've been told this before, you just need to take care not to overexert yourself. He wags his finger to emphasize the point. No need, really. I've heard this 1,000 times already. Absolutely no unnecessary risks. Take care of yourself. Okay. He goes over my papers one more time and sets them on the desk, obviously content. Good. That's it, then. Come meet me if you ever need something. I'm ushered out before I even realize it. A quick visit indeed. I end up standing in front of the main building and the auxiliary building, although, to my eyes, they still look one and the same. It's the first real look I get at the other students, so I watch people coming out of the school, going towards the gate or the dorms. I'm kind of curious about the code of this game, because I want to know whether or not it's... Oh, fuck, what'd I just do? Oh, my bad. I'm kind of curious about whether or not it's... Let me actually just make this thing smaller. Let me just go to options and get out of full screen mode. Because this is very different than usual Renpai. I don't quite know why, but... Uh-oh, it's black. Why did my screen go black? Oh, no, it's good now. Okay, my bad. But it's kind of interesting how Katawa Shoujo, it feels like it's much older. Like, Renpai has changed quite a bit. Katawa. That's weird. There's got to be a zip file somewhere, right? Katawa Shoujo. Oh, shit, I can't even find it. What the hell? There's no way. They've got to have files that I'm running on my computer, unless they're all online. Is that how that would be, though? Am I wrong? Huh, weird. Well, alright. I have to go, actually. Crap, I just realized something. Oh, no. Let me save this. How do I... Yeah, let me save. Save. There we go. Okay, we saved it. I gotta go, actually. I just realized that. Damn, this is cutting the stream really short. My bad. I'll see all you guys soon. My apologies. Bye. And hopefully y'all have a nice day, of course. I think it would be better.